This is a first place case tournament deck profile. Logan, what were you playing?
I was playing Dragon Wizards.
Dragon Wizards?
Yeah.
Is there any shoutouts you want to say beforehand, or?
Shoutouts to Team Eat.
Team Eat?
Yeah, and then Jake Cope for helping me get into the top 8.
Alright, lol, okay. Alright, let's just, yeah.
So, 3 Joker, and 3 Wisdom, and 3 Oath. And then I did not play Pulse at all because my mentality going into it is that, first of all, I don't have a way to make Naturia Beasts, nor do I want to make Naturia Beasts necessarily. So, all of my monsters are bigger than everything else basically. So, having Pulse is just like I would play it for the low scale and maybe the rank 4 aspect of it, but it's just not worth the deck slot to me. I'd just rather have other things. So
respectable.
Yeah, the best low scale is obviously Oath Dragon, so I would never want the non-Oath Dragon low scale. And then
Pulse,
yeah, 3 Dragon Pit.
Yeah.
So the 1 Noble Dragon, and then 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon.
Alright.
And the like stun aspect monsters got 2 Unicorns.
How do you feel about them in the main?
Unicorn is extremely solid against like everything but Cosmo, but even then like it still can do work. So yeah, 2 or 3 Unicorn is definitely required right now. Like you can even play Raccoon just to search the Unicorn.
Got it.
And then 2 Lusters, because Ignister is a broken ass card, and also if you have Iris and Luster, then you can make some crazy ass plays because you blow up your own scale, add another one, and then Iris away the Luster and get the Odd Eye search, and then you have extra deck Luster.
Not bad.
With, yeah. And 2 Avians.
Did those ever come in clutch?
They were pretty fucking
maybe
solid.
For your finals game?
They were pretty fucking solid. And then the 1 Common Great Shogun, I won a couple of matches off of this thing actually.
Tell us about this.
This shit is broken because this only
Explain to them.
This negates card effects instead of card activations. So this says your opponent can only activate a certain number of spell or trap cards. So you go Avion, negate the one thing that gets activated. That is true, but
you just negate the effect on the evasion. And then your opponent activated their 1 spell for the turn.
Yeah, and they can't play anything else. Like the only way to out it is like
it's Beast on
hat
Crack.
Triggers and stuff.
Yeah, it's hat triggers, Beast on Crack.
Hat Triggers and Gigabytes out it, but otherwise it's pretty hard. And then I mained 1 Thunder King because it's broken as fuck if you go first, and it's good going second as well.
Alright.
Then double Max C, have to play Max C's right now, unfortunately. I chose to play 2, so I have the 3rd. Because, I don't know, Max C is not the best.
Not optimal.
It doesn't have much synergy at all.
Not a combo card, basically.
Yeah, but you still have to play it. And then Valor, because it is kind of a combo card, you can synchro into Ignister with it in the 7. And then it also stops enemy Ignisters, enemy Feral Imps to make Naturia Beasts. So, Valor's good. And then 3 Pendulum Call.
Yeah.
And 2 Odd Eyes Fusion. 2 Sky Iris and 1 Terraforming.
No, I mean, I have to ask, did you ever brick with the...
Yeah. I bricked twice throughout the entire tournament. One was not necessarily a brick because I had Wavering Eyes to attempt to get out of it, but he had the Damage Juggler, so just... I ended up losing immediately because I tried to Wavering Eyes my own scales and got blown out. And then... Yeah, the other time I bricked was with all 3 of these in my opening hands. And I still won that game.
And with the Odd Eyes.
Yeah.
Was that game 2?
It was game 3.
3.
Yeah.
3 of top 2.
And then double Wavering Eyes, because it's not that good against Cosmo, and it's also not the best for this deck because you're not plussing off of the initial scales being sent like you would in Pepe with Luster. You have to play 3 in Pepe, but I chose 2. Because it's not completely necessary. Also, I have Vortex, so if I have like a Wavering Eyes and a Vortex, that's basically the same thing as having double Wavering Eyes, because the only thing Vortex is going to be doing is stopping Wavering Eyes or like Ignisters, stuff like that, unless it's a rogue matchup. I mean, you could also Vortex Scales away if you have like control over the game state, but it's better if you know what's in their hand before you start Vortexing Scales.
Got it.
Like if you have an assumption of what's in their hand.
Yeah.
and then 1 instant fusion.
Just the one?
Yeah.
One Norden,
Yeah, just 1 Norden in the extra deck. It's
no levels. Yeah, I guess that's the only one you could do. No.
Instant fusion isn't that good in this deck because the only time you're getting grave stuff is when you're pitching it off of pit or detaching as XYZ material, and you're always getting more value by putting the pendulum monsters back in your extra deck than you would be by sending them to the grave. So just the 1 instant fusion for clutch moments, clutch castels, returning scales. I also play a Bitch Dweller, so helps against Cosmos.
Yeah. And then traps, right?
Yeah. 1 warning, 1 emptiness, and 1 scolding.
How'd you like the scolding? Just the one?
I only saw it once today, but it was coupled with a vortex, and I won the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Not even an avian, just straight up vortex.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
So side or main? Or side
side probably, I guess.
Right, so 2 side blocker. Card is OP. Wish I had a secret rare, but I actually only drew it once today. And
did it help you when you got locked down during top whatever?
It did not. Even if I would have drawn it, I had too many Skull Cravats in my hands. Like there were.
Did you have 2?
Yeah, 2 Skull Cravats in that hand. And then 1 Archfiend Eccentric. I took it out of my main deck, so I figured I might as well move to the side. It's good against the mirror, and it's okay against Pepe.
Did it ever come in clutch today?
I think I used it as a scale once, where I didn't have a high scale otherwise. But otherwise, no, not really. Like, it was mediocre. Could be replaced with other things. 3rd Maxi, kind of necessary. And then 3rd Wavering Eye is definitely necessary.
Yep.
Raigeki, I like it in the side.
Did it ever come in clutch today?
I sacked the shit out of some people with it, actually. And double MST for, MST. You gotta kill floodgates.
Are you gonna put those as Twin Twisters?
This
Are you
deck
just gonna
is
keep
bad
MSTs?
Post-wash.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm not gonna be playing this deck.
I don't know. Are you still gonna be running MSTs?
No, probably not, actually. I might run 1, but even then, it's sketchy.
Yeah, suboptimal.
Deck Devi and Eradicator.
Did you ever, like...
This card was broken. I never saw this card. I discarded the Soft of Pendulum Call once and then OTK'd in the same turn, but this was broken as fuck and won me, like, multiple matches.
Respectable.
And 1 Grand Horn, because you gotta have them counter traps for the Pendulum Summons. And then 1 Huge Evolution is over, specifically for my opponents that didn't want to side out Wavering Eyes or Emptiness, but a lot of that happened today, so I actually ended up not even siding this card, really. But it's pretty good in theory, because it stops not only Wavering Eyes, but, I don't know, other things. Yeah.
Sword. What? Diamond Dire?
Yeah, because Diamond Dire targets itself and something else.
Oh, yeah.
So, it stops Diamond Dire, technically, and then, the other thing that I'm thinking of, it stops things like Fairy Wind, of course, like Fairy Wind and Spell Shattering, because I don't have Damage Juggler in my deck, so I can't, discard Damage Juggler to stop those things. I just get fucked over.
Did you ever, miss
Pepe doesn't. Did I ever miss what?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Ignore me. Oh, yes. Dude, stops Deviati. Tier 1 threat, 16-0.
This would be better as a different card, though, probably. And then 1 Iron Wall for Cosmo and Infernoids. And 2 Decree for Cosmo, Magispector, random Satellar decks. I don't know.
I'm dying.
I don't have Denkos, so Decree is good too.
I'm dying on the inside about that 1 Iron Wall right now. Just the one.
It's
did you ever?
a fucking easy matchup.
But did you ever just draw just the one and just be like set Vortex
the only Cosmo player I played was Miguel, and I didn't see any side, and I just killed him with my own deck. Like literally, my deck's main engine just destroyed the shit out of him.
True.
And then
extra deck.
Yeah. So 2 Vortexes, broken ass fusion card. Yeah. Nice as fuck. And then 2 Absolutes, because you send this guy in it, so you need to run 2 of it. And then you can also return it with Oath, which is broken as fuck. You can be like, Oath, put this from grave into extra deck, summon it again later.
Broken.
Yeah, this deck, if you play it right, this deck will literally never run out of resources. It might not be as fast as the others, but the others will run out of resources. Oath just recycles all of your resources for you. The only thing that you can't put back into the deck or hand is no, the Odd-Eyes Fusion. That too, though, but technically you should just be able to keep recycling the Oaths in the extra deck, keep summoning them or using them as fusion material so that they're still in the extra deck. And then the 1 Rebellion. And then Red Eyes Flare Metal came in so fucking clutch, made it a lot. Big Eye never made it, probably would have been better as a Diamond Dire. I was discussing with my teammate and friend at the start of the tournament, should I play this or Diamond Dire or things like
I remember that. He was like, just run Big Eye, it's better.
Yeah,
Just-
basically, it was rough because I never made Big Eye. I almost wanted to make Big Eye against Caleb when there was a Tsukuyomi, but I didn't because like it was bad. It was better to make the water absolute. And then one Utopia Beyond because you just kill the shit out of Cosmo and you just fuck their shit up and they die. Like they just make a board of 2 monsters and you kill them with Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So like any 2 monsters they die.
True.
And then Castel because it's good as fuck, and Abyss Trawler because Cosmos and Burning Abyss technically.
That's
And
gonna be in like
one
next
Magister Paladin, and then 2 Ignister because it's broken as fuck. And you can, even though you only have 2 lusters, you still just keep synchroing. Like, the first one gets stopped, you bring out the second one next turn. Or you can technically bring out this board, or like that, if you get the right hand. So,
Not bad.
yeah. And then the 1 Meteor Burst and the 1 Nodin for the instant fusion. And that's the deck.
Alright, well, how does it feel to have 4 boxes?
Pretty good. It's a 41 card deck, by the way. 15 starting next year.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, well, thanks Logan for your time, and anything you want to say?
I hope I get a lot of Peppa stuff for boss.
I hope people 6 infinities, and that way you give all of them to me.
I wouldn't give all of them.
Alright.
I'd probably give you 3.
Alright, whatever.